Hi, relatives. It's Ra, and I'm back, of course, with another audio tape for you all. It's definitely a beautiful day. I hope you all are feeling, well, first of all, staying hydrated. I hope you feel good, but I hope you're staying hydrated out here in this heat, and keeping your heart chakra, pure and clean and just in a good vibrational energy, you all. I know y'all feel this sun, though. I know you feel how the sun is reigning supreme right now. Like, it's absolutely crazy. And it's a lot of beautiful things, that's upcoming for our cities and our communities and our planet. So I hope you all are getting your sun power up, and charging your solar plexus, and outside charging, keeping your water intake up and things like that. But I don't know if y'all pay attention to like the science reports, but NASA has actually reported that the Earth's magnetic field has officially cracked. Like I've been monitoring it, but like you can see it like starting to bend and break, and you can see all of these different shifts happening. But they have actually reported that the magnetic field that's supposed to keep you safe from all of the harmful UV radiation has officially cracked. So that means that this stuff is actually ground level, being able to affect everything in its path. So everything is changing, and if you think it's hot right now, like, bro, you just wait. Like, it is going to be extreme. So hopefully you are getting some sun, and making sure that your body can take the heat, because boy, the kitchen is heating up. Okay. And so at this point, y'all, it's not about the moves that you make, but how you're moving forward, right? Because there's a lot of old things that's being destroyed from the old constructs. And I usually just share this information with my cosmic tribe, but really at this point, y'all, it's time to run it. Like, if you don't know this by now, you need to tap into this information, because they don't have no choice at this point but to run our natural resources and run the gold and run the land, because it's no longer going to be suitable for people who were not originally created, or beings who were not originally created to be under such hot temperatures and circumstances. So it's really just all comes down to your genetics and how you were created, and what happens to you moving forward depending on your cosmic karma. And so that's why that's the name of this video today, because the result of this, what they call a war, or prophecies, will be much different, like different than any other sun cycle or moon cycle that we've ever been in before. And so with all of these intergalactic energies and stuff, you can call it, end times, serious times, Armageddon, whatever you want to call it. But these different planes and ships of magic that are miles and miles long and miles wide, they're here. Like, it used to be, for a long time, oh, we're on the way. But no, these are actually things that are coming out of the sky, coming out of the ground, coming out of the inner earth, that are affecting everything. So when people don't understand is that these supernatural storms or geostorms, they're not just happening for no reason. Like this, the rest of Big Mama's ass whooping is gonna really, really, really tear this thing to pieces. So prepare yourself, physically, yeah, but you gotta prepare your central nervous system for what is happening, or what's gonna continue to happen, y'all, because this shit is real. And so, not to take anybody into a low vibration. And if you're vibrating high, it won't take you there anyways. But for those of you who may have forgotten, let me help you remember, because all of the destruction and the stealing of our land and paying foreigners to come and thrive here, all while torturing our people and separating the indigenous families, stabbings, the hangings, all of these lethal executions and mockery, stealing our language and our magic and our birthrights, like, all the raping the children, the women, even the men, the lynching, and then sending postcards about the shit, feeding children to alligators in zoos, and making attractions out of your people, trafficking them, and even still to this day, the miseducation, monitoring and studying and exploiting people, experimenting on them. Like, this shit, who do they think is supposed to pay for this, right? Like, you just thought you was gonna get away with it, or it was just supposed to happen into perpetuity, or what? And so even to this day, these poisonous injections, um, all of these things that they have surfacing, these new, I don't want to say the names of these diseases and these um, different traces and cases of things, but like, don't fall for the okey doke, okay? Like, enough of letting them poison you and track you and put these different listening devices. We know they're listening to everything, all the time, but they're putting these tracking and listening devices and chips in people's phones and in their bodies, and then these entities who never thought they would get their day, they're getting their day, right? The universe is not waiting for anyone, hitting the snooze button on their spirituality and playing around with their soul and not expanding their consciousness and continuing to help other people expand their consciousness beyond the body, because that's really what it's about, right? What are you doing in these final times, in these end games, and how are you actually carrying yourself? Because the issue is that the punishment has to be so harsh for these people because they broke the code, right? They broke the treaties, they broke the laws, of the land, intergalactically, of all the original beings. So they have to pay for that. And all of these earthly habits that they have people hooked on, all of these mundane addictions and stuff, they make your body dense. Like, you have to make sure that you keep yourself light, so lighten up and really tighten up. Because if you go watch, I don't know, I don't watch TV and news and stuff, but of course I keep up with what's going on. So go watch movie trailers, go see that they are actually, of course they always put the shit in movies and TVs and stuff like that, but scorched earth is one of them. Like, it's scorching now, and this stuff, they have to just show you what's happening, and they'll try to put it, make it seem like it's years later, but it's actually happening now. And so, if you're like them, if you're like these people and you're dense like these people and you're following the habits of these people, then you will suffer like these people. And I get it. Our huge hearts, just naturally, as a collective, it's made us desensitized and overlooked and disrespected. And knowing that they're gonna get it bad, for what they did to us is kind of sad. Like, damn, like, they really gonna get it, but their karma is out of our control. Like, there's nothing that we have to do about it. Like, they're reaping their day. So you just got to know what's so special about you, in your bloodline and your history and your people that made them do this, right? You have to ask yourself, like, why were they able to do that for so long and get away with it for so long, and who's supposed to pay for it? So if you look around, it's nothing but a bunch of people just vampiring off your energy and your money and, this current dimension. So you're paying people to go to these concerts and go to these shows and, paying for them to vampire off your energy and give you amnesia and Alzheimer and PTSD and help your brain stay underdeveloped, and so you can catch on to the higher function and the higher frequency that you should be on. Okay, so I know that you were misled and tricked along with all these other lies, because everybody was. But so it's up to you to make sure that you wake up and you pay even more attention to that. So they had 400 years plus to adjust, you know what I'm saying? But now everybody is their own judge. Ain't nobody judging you. Like, listen, what you did, and you have to be your own judge, at the end of the day. What did we do to deserve this? But be great lights of God. And you know what I'm saying? And all under the mighty power source. Like, we didn't do nothing to them, and so as their opposite, we're considered evil or devils or whatever. And that, some people think that we, deserve the pain or deserve to be experimented on, persecuted, hanged, beaten, all of these things, treated lesser than, you know what I'm saying, considered animals, called lazy, and introduced to all these different drugs and narcotics, and nobody came to our aid. Nobody came to help us, and nobody tried to stop the shit, okay? So that's the issue. So the cosmic karma comes in when you had the opportunity to fix it and change and vibrate higher, and you chose not to. And so you deprived us of proper education, and you called us stupid, and you called us crazy. And even when we get into these higher positions, you still continue to downgrade our people. Okay? And so also, like, the proper work and, like, proper income and being the head of different empires. You see what I'm saying? Like, no means of support. They didn't help us or try to, fix it. everything was just criminalized and made us look bad, and we was given unfair trials and inducted into the military to fight for shit that don't have nothing to do with us, and fight for fraudulent corporations, and still call, you know what I'm saying, you come home from the service and you still can't get this and that, and you still call the nigga and they still treat you bad. All of this stuff. And then they poison your babies, and they poison your brain with indoctrination and fake mythology. And then they suggest that you do superstitious shit, fake magic that's never taught by your family, your true history, your true customs, and your true language. All of this shit. And then you're forced into survival mode. And then they imprison you. You know what I'm saying? They'll imprison you for shit, for just trying to survive. And so all types of stuff is happening on the battlefield. So let me just, just be the reminder for why it all has to fall down. And all we had was hope, right? All they left us with was some hope, endless hope. And so at the end of the day, their 20th century master plan, giving you all of these different messiahs, or people who call themselves, messiahs or gods, or all these different Christian and Muslim groups or organizations, and all of your nobles and your ministers and all of these people that they give you and put in front of your face, and you might think that they're your savior, but you got to be your own savior at the end of the day, because it's like basically somebody came in here and violated you in your own home, on your own planet, took whatever they want from your crib and just left you with nothing. Right? And so they put these public figures out there, for a reason, to make it seem like somebody's stepping up and can guide you and can lead you. But no, you just gonna have to be your own, right? And so I hope that you all, basically recollect your memory, because it's time to do that. You have to remember these things so that you're able to navigate. And let this be a reminder for why all of this shit must take place. This is on a cosmic level that is beyond anybody's control. And so if you feel right now, like the symptoms are crazy, if you feel, extra like tired or sleepy, then listen, that's normal. You know what I'm saying? If you're not from the stars, then your ass is fried. Okay, and it's being felt heavily, kind of like, probably like it's creeping up on your neck. You could probably feel it in your throat, like you choking. Like they show this shit in the movies, but at the end of the day, like people are more like, I can see it in the children, like these neurological issues and malfunctions are real. Okay, like you know what I'm saying, like I can see it, like the depression, the crying, the disturbed sleep, the disturbed spirits, the heat strokes are rising. Like with this heat, y'all, I'm telling you, like the illnesses and the oh my God, the spontaneous combustion, like people just, blowing up from the inside out because the force is so strong. And it's, it goes all the way back to your genetics. That's pretty much all it is. Right? And so generationally, the organic beings, shouldn't have to be alarmed by this. But if you don't know, and you're not, keeping up with it, and you're not in tune, and you're not fine-tuning your energy, then, that's you're allowing your auric egg to be penetrated with bullshit. Right? So you got to keep, stay strong and make sure that you're doing your inner work and your external work, and you know how everything is affecting you. All right, relatives. So cosmic karma is a very real thing. This is definitely a divine upload. You will never find this information. Some of it, yeah, but you're not going to find cosmic karma anywhere else, because, only certain messages certain people can pass. So being that I'm just, so blessed, and I get to experience so much, and see so much, and I posted one of my videos, like I do post them on my website, but and I send them to my Cosmic Tribe, but I posted my ship's landing, like, listen, I caught this crazy time lapse, and like it's other, videos that I've broken down, and I'll probably upload them soon, and share them with you all here on Ratu. But it's like this movie, this Battle Los Angeles, like I broke down the whole movie. If y'all go just watch the trailers, because I'll never promote these things, because I don't even go watch the full thing, but I can take enough from it. I'm able to decode it and piece it together really quickly. So the new movie that's coming out, that Nope, they show like the ships landing and all that. They put all this stuff in the movies, into the TV. I was watching this thing on Netflix, like Into the Night, where they had to like keep flying and flying to escape the sun. And The Descent is another one. Westerly World Series is another one. When the power fails, 99% of people was wiped out. That's another one. The City of Ember is another one. It was made in like 2008. And they try to always say, like, oh, 2000, I think they said like 2090 or 2000, years away, but really this shit is happening now. So they try to, keep you distracted. It's like they they mix the truth with the lies, but at the end of the day, you being forced away or forced underground, because you didn't want to do right. You know what I mean? And so it's unbelievable, that we get to live through these times right now, and these cosmic cataclysmic events, like these words, they're saying, even I get tongue tied sometimes, but and y'all know, like, we used to be like Pangea, and we was one landmass at first, and we will return to that, because these explosions will cause, the land to eventually shift on its axis, and we're going through these different equinoxes and epochs and sun cycles, and so the ice caps are going to start to melt, and then the floods, and then the hurricanes, and the volcanic eruptions, all of these things that we've seen, but these wipeouts are going to be like never before. So, like, let's make sure, that you're getting ready. And I actually, like, if you look this stuff up, like, I can't make this stuff up. Like, some of this stuff you can research, some of this stuff is just divine knowledge. But it was actually this map called I Am America map by this lady named Lori Toy. And she was given this map of, like, kind of like what the future world would look like. And they kind of drew it out or etched it out or something. And it was just showing, like, just how it might possibly look, just, for you guys to go be able to look up some more information. And so at the end of the day, just know, that we are moving back towards a trilateral sun system. Like, we used to have, a binary sun system, and now it's so, like, scorching. The earth is scorched just to the point where it's like you have to, stay in tune with the core sun that's in the earth, your inner sun inside your body, and then the rising sun that we, the illusion of the sun that we see day to day. All right, that's taking this thing to the next level. So I just wanted you all to be able to receive this soul nurturing content, and just, keep your eyes to the skies and pay attention to what's going on. Don't feed too much into, the external, but if you want more photos and videos and sky anomalies and access to the exclusive information and audio tapes, then visit me online. You guys can log into the university, and you'll be able to get access to this information. And so, support your own homegrown goddess. If you appreciate the content and the value of what I do, resonates with you and you can relate, then, grab yourself a God Life tea, or, enroll in the university and stay up on the information. And you can even book a session. I do have my intuitive enlightenment sessions with different topics, currency and divine love, and just mental and spiritual information. Or if you guys have any questions, definitely tap in with me. So, I enjoyed talking about this topic, this cosmic karma, but somebody gonna get their ass beat by Big Mama. And we all know that she don't play. All right, so until next time, I love you all relatives. Stay fine, divine, and in your peace and power.